Praveen, a lot of things you told us about AIC, correct? That how AIC is helping the startup. Can I know what are the facility AIC is providing to the startups?
Yeah. So as a incubation center, we are spread across 10,000 square feet here in our Bangalore office.
Okay.
And also we have access to different coffee board offices across India.
Okay.
So any startups who apply for our incubation program, they will be provided with access to co-working space. Dedicated space will be allocated for them where they can sit comfortably, work on their business idea. And we also give them access to our product development lab where they
Okay.
can experiment with their own coffee, create new blends, use the equipments there, roasting, grinding machines, espresso machines. And startups also have access to our conference rooms.
Okay.
We have two conference room. One can accommodate up to 50
Okay.
people, and another a mini conference room which can accommodate up to 6 people.
Okay.
So they can make use of it. If any startup want to have a private office for themselves, we also have private office facility
Okay.
where they can sit exclusively with their team,
Okay.
and they can continue to work here. And they also get access to our cafe, modular cafe. So somebody who is a cafe entrepreneur, okay, he has not invested heavily on machines, vending machines or other equipments to run a cafe. He can use our existing modular cafe, try to understand the basics of running a cafe business.
Okay.
Then apart from this, the startups can also avail whole bunch of services from coffee board, quality department, and they have access to our roasting and grinding unit.
Okay.
So some of these facilities also include virtual incubation services, right? So our dedicated reception, and they can use it for as a communication address. And somebody who want to have a basic query to be handled on behalf of them, so our dedicated team does it for them.
Okay.
And they can also showcase their innovative product samples and participate in our networking events, distribute their samples essentially.
Okay. Nice.
And if somebody is working on some innovative products, they want to use coffee estates to conduct some field trials. So we give access to them. So we have technical evaluation centers of coffee board across all coffee growing regions. So they can conduct their experiments there in collaboration with our extension officers and few of the private coffee estate owners. So they are also open. They give access to their estates for conducting field trials. So as an incubation center, we provide mentoring services, helping them to get access to funding programs. And we also give them access to our research and development activities, right from CCRI, Balehonnur to all other coffee growing regions, and also other common facilities that are created here in Bangalore.
Okay. Nice. So Praveen, what are the new initiatives AIC has taken to support the startups?
So apart from the flagship program that I explained earlier, so we have started monthly networking meetings, which are completely free to attend. So these meetings are exclusively done to connect the startups with the ecosystem enablers, which includes investors, other incubation center partners, and also to the potential buyers or somebody who can help the startups with some consulting services, maybe legal, finance, branding, other aspects. So on an average, every month we have about 40 to 45 people attending these networking meeting, but very quality people. Like we get a lot of people who register to attend this networking meeting, but we handpick them. We want somebody who attend this networking meeting should add value back to the ecosystem. So apart from these monthly networking meetings, we also do webinars. We have three categories again in the webinar. The first one is Thought Cafe webinar series, where expert from the coffee industry who comes and talk exclusively about the coffee related aspects.
Okay.
Okay. So the second category of webinar is Venture Spark webinar series, where startups they come and share their success stories or their failure stories. They talk about their entrepreneurial journey.
Okay.
And the third category of webinar is Market Access webinar series, where somebody who help our startups to bring their product or services into the market. They talk about the strategies. They talk about the tools that can help them to bring their product to the market. Or someone who is organizing any upcoming events, exhibitions, so they come and talk about the event and they invite our startups to be part of that.
Okay.
So these are the three different webinars that we host. On an average, at least 2 webinars will be there every month, and they are completely free to attend.
Okay.
Then we recently launched a separate mentorship track known as Pragati.
Okay.
So where only our incubated startups, they submit their monthly progress reports, and based on the details that they furnish in the monthly progress report, we bring the mentors exclusively for the startups to get the one-on-one mentoring access.
Okay.
So the expert will spend at least half an hour to 1 hour time, maybe virtually or on offline mode,
Okay.
depending on the convenience of the mentor and the mentee. So they have a detailed, focused discussion, and then if they want, they can sign an exclusive mentorship agreement, and they can take it forward from there.
Okay.
Then we also publish monthly newsletters. Now we want to start with coffee table book, where we want to cover the startup stories. Plus also we want to give it as a portfolio to the potential investors.
Okay.
So we have an exclusive investors meet also that we have launched 3 cohorts now. So potential investors will get to access these coffee table book, understand the startups who are looking for funding, and if they are interested, they can connect them directly through us.
Okay.
Apart from this, we also have exclusive co-incubation arrangements that we have launched. So we, as a coffee board incubation center, we support startups in the area of coffee.
Okay.
But whereas some of my startups also have solutions which are related to other agri commodities. In the sense, they also need to get mentorship services related to agri sector also.
Okay.
So we have partnered with agriculture universities, Central Food Technology Research Institute, Mysore, and other tech-based incubators where we get access to their resources.
Okay.
Maybe lab facilities, mentorship track, their funding programs. So the same startup who are incubated with us, who are already paying the incubation service fees, they get access to other incubator without paying any additional fees.
Okay. Very nice.
So that is a one of a kind program that we have launched. Similarly, those partner incubators, if they have any startups who have solution that is suitable to coffee, they can get mentorship from us. They can access our services.
Okay.
And we are also setting up an exclusive graphics experience center in our coffee board incubation center premises, where we want to give required awareness facilities for startups, not just in coffee, even for food and beverage sector, where they'll get to know about the significance of branding, packaging and labeling. In collaboration with Hewlett Packard, HP, we recently launched this graphics experience center, where any startup related to food or coffee, they come, see the samples, touch them, feel them, and also place their printing and packaging requirement directly to the HP authorized vendor through us.
Okay.
So they get priority access. There is no minimum order quantity compliances that they need to meet, and they get the standard pricing. And some of the startups who are not able to even pay for the printing and packaging requirements, so we are exploring the different ways how we can help them, maybe through some of our funds from the incubator itself.
Okay.
And some of the companies who are willing to sponsor these early stage startups for their requirements related to digital printing and packaging.
Okay.
So these are some of the new initiatives that we have started recently. And this year we want to launch our exclusive, what you can say, master classes on different aspects. Somebody who want to know how to write a detailed project report, DPR. So we want to have exclusive hands-on masterclass for that.
Okay.
Somebody who want to know how they can prepare their own branding strategies, okay, promotional strategies, launch campaigns. So we want to have exclusive workshops, mentorship track, and master classes for that.
Okay.
And exclusive women entrepreneurship training programs and barista training programs.
Okay.
Lot many. So 2025 we want to make sure that we have a required impact, whatever that we have planned. Plus we want the stakeholders to contribute a lot. So most of the programs are designed in consent with the stakeholders. The feedback that we have received so far from the participants.
Okay, nice. So it's nice to have you here, Praveen. To know so much about AIC and the policies of Coffee Board of India and Government of India and how you are supporting the startups.
Yes, Ashish, before we end up, I want to ask you a few questions because you asked a lot of questions to me. So,
Okay.
let me ask you a very simple question.
Yes.
Whether coffee, okay, that we consume, it comes from a seed or a fruit?
Okay. So seed.
No, you are wrong. It comes from a cherry, coffee cherry.
Okay.
Then the coffee cherry is washed, dried, then the beans will be there, green beans, then we
Okay.
roast it. That becomes a roasted bean, and then we ground it, then we can use it as a coffee powder or a filter coffee purpose. So I
Okay.
have few beans kept here for you.
Okay.
Just pick it. You can pick the green beans.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now see the color, texture, the finishing.
Yes.
Okay, now I told you how a cherry becomes a coffee bean.
Correct.
So there is another process for that. You know that?
Another process of this?
Yeah.
No. Like all I know is a coffee. What we get in the market.
Okay. So when you pluck the cherry from the coffee plant, so you will be washing it and drying it.
Okay.
So there is a process called hulling, which removes the fiber content and other waste materials from the coffee bean.
Uh-huh.
So once we complete that hulling process, then you get these fine beans.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, there is a bigger market for green beans also, not just as a coffee powder or as a bean. The health and fitness industry, they use it. You know why?
No.
So coffee is having a lot of antioxidants. It helps
Okay.
you to burn your cholesterol. So
Okay.
a lot of fitness industries, they consume green bean coffee powder.
I didn't know this. So what do you suggest? I should have this or the roasted one?
If you are concerned about the taste, I want you to go with this, the roasted bean. Yeah. You consume at least 2 cups of black coffee every day.
Okay.
So it is very good for your health, especially heart. So the doctors recommend people to consume at least 2 cups of pure black coffee every day. It's good for your health. The way
I
how you tell,
consume coffee but not black.
the way they tell, no, the one apple a day keeps the doctor away. Similarly,
Yes.
2 cups of coffee keeps you healthy.
Nice. So I should start it now.
Okay.
Good insights about coffee, which I didn't know till now. So now, Praveen, this is the Chimera Belt, and this is incubated here in AIC, correct? What do you know about this brand? You tell me.
Yes. So Chimera Belt is one of our first few incubated startups when we started our operations. So the uniqueness about this company, the coffee, is so the Sufi saint Baba Budan, okay, who planted these 7 beans in Baba Budangiri Hills. So one of the bean is from the region where this coffee is grown.
Okay.
So that's the specialty about this coffee.
Very nice.
And it's a pour over coffee. So you know pour over. Have you tried it?
I have to say yes or no. No, I have not. I don't know about this.
So coffee brewing, different techniques are there. So this is one of the technique. So this you place on a cup,
Okay.
and pour hot water.
Okay. Can you show it one?
Yeah, something like this. You place it here and pour hot water.
Wow.
Then the decoction collects.
So anytime you can have a filter coffee with this.
Yes.
Awesome.
So easy to carry. And people who are so much fond of coffee, they love to have coffee as a black coffee rather than coffee with milk.
Correct.
So pour over is one of the brewing methods.
Okay.
So this is for our bags. At the,
So again, even this is solving a big issue of having a good coffee while traveling.
Yes,
Very nice.
convenience.
Yes,